Hi, my name is Lita Romero, and this is my journey to hypothyroid. As freshmen, we all know how exciting it is to make the team and put on your uniform with your friends. We also know how common injuries are and bruises are. However, in my case, it was as if I got a bruise every time someone barely touched my arm. This led to us finding out that I have hypothyroid. Long before it was hypothyroid, that we found out it was hypothyroid, I felt like I had no one to talk to, and it was just really hard, but my family still stood by my side and they showed me not to take things for granted like I used to. Every injury hurts. Bruises, not always, but mine did. Like, they were huge. So at first, when I started playing volleyball, it was common, you fall on the floor, it's okay. But eventually we started realizing that I had about 6 or 7 on each leg and in the back, so it didn't make sense that I had bruises there. So we decided to get checked out. We went to a doctor, and when they ran some tests, they thought it was cancer, but thankfully he ran some more tests and that idea was squashed. Eventually it led to him thinking it was low iron deficiency. So he had me eating more greens, and he had me taking iron pills so I could get my system going back. But eventually we went back. We kept going back. So he sent us to a blood specialist at the Children's Hospital. After about 2 years of being in and out of the Children's Hospital, my mom's doctor decided to check me, and he found out that it was hypothyroid. Before finding out it was hypothyroid, it was kind of hard to talk to people because I felt like no one understood what I was going through and what was happening to me. There were times I spent in the hospital and doctors were just coming in and out, and I could never sleep. So it just sucked not being able to go out with my friends and do what everybody else was doing. Thyroid not only causes bruising, but it also causes bloody noses and tiredness. So that's kind of why they kept me out of volleyball, because they were afraid something worse might happen. When I finally got to go back, it did suck. It wasn't the same anymore. My family was always there, though. They always stood by my side. My mom especially was there to help me through my process because her family does have history of thyroid. My family always told me get well soon, but that's not what I wanted to hear. I didn't want to hear to get well soon. I wanted to hear that, oh, you'll be good tomorrow, and that was not the case. Finally, after being released from the hospital and being good to play, as I said, things weren't the same anymore. It took me a while to get back into it. I started to realize how I would take it all for granted, and how there were sick kids that had never even stepped foot on a court or had never played in their life. And it made me realize I was being selfish and only thinking of myself. My mom showed me that even if one day I don't get to play, I'll always have those memories. I'll always have the time with my friends, I'll always have their uniforms, I'll always have the videos to look back on, and I'll never forget those things. And that made me come to my realization of it's not just me in the world. In the end, I knew my life wasn't over and that things were gonna get better. They were going to get better. They had to get better for me. My family, like I said, had helped me through it all. They were there every step of the way. They stood by my side, and they let me know that I was gonna have a comeback, that I was gonna be okay again. So just never take things for granted, because it doesn't help the situation, and it doesn't put you in a new situation, and it just kind of makes you selfish. And that's it. Thank you.